I didn't come here for the dating prospects, really. I just wanted to have a good conversation.
This is Ridiculously Happy Ppl Cast. I'm Sophia Lemon, photographer and professional shit disturber, and I want to help you be more ridiculously happy people. That's what the show is about, and my guests and I are swapping stories about ditching the cultural rules that get in the way. In this episode, I'm talking with firefighter and entrepreneur Mike Teeple about how he learned to stop lying to himself and trust his gut, working with his family when everyone told him not to, and questioning social rules around relationships. If you love honest conversations that mix heart and humor and stories that make you rethink what normal is, hit that subscribe button and keep listening. What makes you ridiculously happy, Mike?
Okay. I've been preparing for this answer. I've been thinking a lot about it. I've been seriously thinking about it because it's not a question that you often think about. Like, what actually makes me happy? I feel like I'm happy, but what is making me happy? I think that I'm privileged in what I get to do for work, and I'm privileged with who I get to do it with. And I think those are really the two things that make me happy. I get to do things that make me feel competent and like I'm contributing something. And I get to do it with people who I can have a good time doing it with. I mean, the people that I work with in the city, firefighting, are a great group of people that I enjoy going to work with. I can go to work and it doesn't really feel like I'm at work. We're just, hanging out and things happen. We have some responsibilities to do and more, it just feels like you're just hanging out. And as far as my business goes, I work with my family. So my brother and my father mostly, but my mom's involved from time to time. And it's just great having a close family and being able to work with them all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't say that, but I say that.
Well, I said this before. You and your brother seem to get along, which is good. Like, how many people told you when you were launching this business, do not work with your brother?
Yeah. I got told several times that starting a business with your brother is a bad decision.
Yep.
And so far, I have not found that to be the case. But it really depends on who you are and who your brother is. I think that's really what it comes down to. My brother and I are close enough that that it works, really. And we have the personalities for it too. We don't really hold grudges, and we don't stay mad for long. So it's a good, and we're also honest with each other. So it's a good recipe for being able to push forward and not get held up by these petty things,
Okay. When during work have you had to be honest with your brother?
Oh, all the time.
Every day.
All the time. We've had conversations about who's doing more work than the other. We've had conversations about who deserves more money than the other. Ooh. We've had conversations about who's good at what and bad at what.
Okay.
So those things come up all the time, and they come up when you don't expect them, and you just have to be ready to have those conversations. The important thing is you just can't take things personally, and you have to be able to you have to want to be better. So I mean, if I want to be better and someone tells me how I'm not better, then all I can say is thank you for that, right?
Oh, jeez. Okay, what are you not good at?
I am not good at, I'm not good at math.
All right.
And here's the thing. I'm actually not good at intuitive math. My brother is really good at this.
Oh, that's so annoying.
He can look at a situation and just estimate in his head, this percentage versus that, and this will work out good for us or not good. And my intuitions with that are horrible.
Okay.
So I'm bad at that. I don't know if I can get better without devoting a huge amount of effort to it, but I just know I'm bad at that, and I just divert to him if we need that kind of thing. I'm bad at doing on-site work. I'm good at doing. I'm really good at prep and planning work. I'm good at like, our business is in construction, so there's a lot of like upfront design work, planning, engineering stuff. I'm good at coordinating. I'm good at project managing. I'm not good at being the guy swinging the hammer.
Okay. Is he the opposite?
Yes, he's good at some of the back end work too. He's good at like logistics.
Okay.
He's good at like figuring out the most efficient way for us to get something done.
Yes.
He doesn't have a lot of patience for planning.
That's
If it was up to him, there would be no building permit. You would just start and
yeah. Well,
just figure it out along the way, right?
that is one way to do it.
Yeah. So he's really good at figuring those things out, like how are we going to do something the most efficient way, and he has a certain amount of skill, like actually building stuff too. So we've kind of divided things up that way. There are some things that could be done better, but for now it works.
Okay, and how involved is your dad? Is he doing like most of the physical building stuff?
Well, he started the business with us and was very involved. He taught us everything we know about building things on site, pretty much, because he's been doing it for years and years. But now that we have started like running things more smoothly, we have a good team that knows what they're doing on site. He's kind of slowly slipping into kind of semi-retirement now.
Okay.
He plays a lot of golf.
Oh.
He comes and he helps out, and he kind of like lends his expertise when people on site need something or have questions. He's there. But yeah, he's like retirement age, so he deserves it. He's worked his whole life supporting our family. Like part of the reason that my brother and I had a good childhood was because he was, away for weeks at a time working, and so he deserves to retire. My brother and I send him golfing anytime. Anytime he wants to, he can go.
Yeah.
And then if he wants to come and putter around, he can do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's as involved as he wants to be, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much longer are you going to do fire?
This question's been popping up in my head for a while. I'd like to continue it for a while. I truly enjoy the job. I enjoy the people that I work with. Like with any job, there are things that you like less, or some things that are annoying or whatever. But for the most part, I really enjoy it. So I'm going to I keep it up as long as I can, for sure. And maybe that's a whole career, which would be great.
How do you manage that, doing both?
Well, the beautiful thing about firefighting, especially like full-time firefighting, when you live away from the city that you work in, there's like a separation there. So I work 24-hour shifts, and my schedule allows me to go work in the city, and then I can come up and I don't have to think about work down there at all until my next shift. So there's not a lot of planning. There's not a lot of, I don't have to take work home with me. I don't have to take that stress home. It just all stays down there, which for right now works great. Who knows? Maybe that compartment in my brain is going to blow up someday, but
You don't take it home?
there are certain things that stick with you.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's pretty easy when you leave the city. You come up here. People can't see right now, but we're just sitting by the water and it's beautiful. It's hard to take that stress home. Some people might, but for me, it's been pretty easy to just kind of leave it down there. Yeah.
All right. Does your brother work in the business full time?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
has that been an honest conversation that you two have had to have?
Yes. Yeah, it has. It has, because there's obviously a couple days a week when I'm down in the city and I'm just not available for work here. Obviously, like when I'm down there, my priority is being down there. It's like the work I have to do down there. So, yeah, that's been a sticking point for us in the past, but we've compensated in certain ways. Like, you just have to figure out an arrangement that works for both people, and then, yeah, away we go.
How do you have these conversations?
I don't know. I've always just kind of, it feels no different than having this conversation right now. I mean,
He does not giggle as much as I do. Come on.
no, that's right. He doesn't.
If he does, you guys have very good serious
His hair's a little
conversations.
shorter, and yeah, he doesn't giggle as much. That's for sure. Yeah, it's not so much different than the conversation we're having now, in the sense that, like, you may ask me a question, and then I'll just respond in the most honest way that I can, really. So if he were to ask me, like, do you think that we do an equal amount of work? If I just, like, stop rationalizing in my brain and think honestly, well, the answer is no. So I can make up with that. I can make up for that in other ways. So, for example, I could maybe work on weekends, or we could keep track of our individual hours. That way I'm putting in less hours, so I'll make less money. Yeah, there's all sorts of ways that we can figure it out. I think where a lot of people get stuck, if they're having a conversation and this doesn't go well, a lot of the places people might get stuck is you get in this cycle of rationalizing in your brain. You just don't tell the truth. Like, someone will ask you, do you put in the same amount of work as me? And you'll say, yes, I do. And that, now there's a rift between you, right?
Yeah.
You think no, I think yes, and where do we go from here?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, there's ways of figuring it out. But you have to be honest with yourself. That's the first thing.
Okay, how long did it take you to, like, not rationalize that?
A long time. Probably, like, how old am I now? 35?
Okay.
Maybe 32 years? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I mean, I think everyone does that naturally. You know? People do that in all different aspects of their lives, I think.
Yeah. You can't have just come to this realization, like, in recent history and become this, like, chill dude. Like, how did this come to be?
I've always been a chill dude.
Okay.
I think that's probably something we can add to the personality category.
Right, okay.
Chill dude. But I used to rationalize all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, like in my own head, like I would find, yeah, it's probably been in the last few years, like maybe since I turned 30, that I started looking more into, like, my own personality. And you find, I'll tell you what, I read this book. And
Tell me about the book.
so it's a small book. If anyone wants to read it, you could read it in a day if you
Okay.
wanted to. It's quite small. It's called Lying, and it's by
Okay.
Sam Harris. And he basically makes the argument in the book that lying, like, to other people, no matter what the circumstance, is almost always a bad idea, both for them and for you. So it almost always leads to negative consequences for both people. So anyway, I read this book and I thought, like, I was convinced that lying was a bad thing. So I just started telling the truth. And the first thing that you notice when you start really telling the truth all the time is that you lie to yourself a lot. And those things come in the form of rationalizations.
Yeah.
You'll rationalize things like, why am I not in shape? Well, I don't have the time to work out. That's just a lie. When
Yeah.
you think about it, you could probably take one of the 5 hours that you're on Instagram and work out.
Wow.
Right? At least that was the case for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, people rationalize all the time, and I still do.
Yeah.
But I've just found that I can, I'm more aware of it now. So it helps with conversations when people are trying to call you out.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, you're right.
Right. Yeah.
So you read this book when you were like 30?
Well, I read it when I was probably 25 or 26, maybe.
Okay.
And it kind of bounced around in my head for a while.
Yeah.
And I think probably around 30, 31, I started saying, yeah, this is probably the way to go.
What do you lie to yourself about now?
Now?
Yes.
Like, what do I still lie to myself
Yeah.
about?
Or a new lie. I don't know.
Jeez. I probably lie to myself the most about what I have time for.
Okay. Yeah.
So there are things that I want to do
Yeah.
that I haven't done.
Okay.
And when I ask myself, why haven't I done it?
Yep.
The things that come up in my head are all just like rationalizations.
Yeah.
And when you really sit and look at them, they're not true. Like there's all kinds of stuff around. I mean, I have a dog
Yes.
who I love.
Yes.
And I feel like I don't have enough time to really, get him the exercise he
Yeah.
needs. I mean, I take him out every day, but still, I feel like he should have more. And when I sit and think about it, I mean, we were just talking before about Instagram and how much I've realized I've been on it. I can cut 2 of those hours out and take him out 2 more hours a day.
Yeah.
And probably still have, an hour to work out and meal prep and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the true answer is just that those things are hard to do. They're just like uncomfortable and hard sometimes.
Uncomfortable,
when you
yes.
don't want to do it. So you rationalize, and that's what I've been doing
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay. Tell me about your dog.
Remy, he's a 4-year-old Australian Shepherd. When he was young, he was like an absolute handful,
Yes.
just like a ball of energy,
Yep.
and I could not satisfy his energy needs at all, ever, no matter how much I took him out. He's settled down a lot now,
Yeah.
but he's great. He loves people. He loves most other dogs. He had like an unfortunate incident with a boxer that kind of like this I don't know. This boxer was just like a bit of a dominant dog and kind of threw him down, and he didn't like that so much. So now he's a little bit more wary of bigger, darker colored dogs. But yeah, darker colored. Don't ask me. But
Boxers are assholes.
yeah, well, you know what? The thing is, I've known 2 other boxers, and they were the biggest, sweetest dogs
yeah.
you've ever met. Just like big sucks, really.
Yeah.
But this dog in particular was just a little bit dominant, and
Yeah.
so he had a bad experience there. But other than that, he just like, I mean, talk about ridiculously happy. He's not
Yeah.
a person, but he is just like, nothing can get him down. You know what I mean?
That's
You
good.
just come home and he's as happy as can be. And if he were here, he would be loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves the car ride over. He loves anything. Anything that I show up with, he just loves it. So
Do you take him to work?
No, I can't. I assume you mean like the fire hall,
No.
like the construction stuff.
Yeah.
I used to take him sometimes to job sites.
Yeah.
But that was when he was younger and a
Yeah.
puppy. So he was like
Yeah.
tougher to keep control of.
Yeah.
So I stopped doing that for a bit. He like got into some stuff, like was eating some stuff. I forget what he ate, but I can't remember. He probably like barfed up a bunch of sawdust in my truck or
Ew.
something. And I was like,
Never
that's
again.
enough of that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, I stopped taking him out there for a bit. And now I don't spend too much time on job sites anymore. I'm mostly in the office now. When I go visit, sometimes I'll bring him. But yeah.
Do you take him to the office?
My office is at my house. I
So
work
yes.
from, yeah. So he's there. Yeah.
Walks through the door with you
Yeah.
into the other room?
Yeah. No, he's actually got his spot. He's got his little spot. I have like an L-shaped couch and there's a window.
Yes.
So he's just like watching the world go by out there most of the day until we go out.
Does he interrupt calls? Does he bark at everything?
He does bark. He hates the Amazon delivery guy.
Oh, yeah.
So he barks at the Amazon guy and like people that come to the door unless he knows them. Which, I mean, on one hand, it's a bit annoying because he's got like a really loud, mean-sounding bark.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's like there have been times when people have come to the door and I'm like, it's like late at night or something. You know, if someone was breaking into my truck, he would bark, which is, I mean, it's
Convenient.
kind of nice to know that he is like on patrol,
Yes.
you know? So
Dogs
that's
are
good.
quite good that way.
Yeah, some people are cat people. I respect it. And I like cats, but I'm a dog person for sure.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
There are cats that are way more vicious than dogs, for sure.
Yeah. I used to live with one, actually. I was back when I had a roommate. We lived at this property that was on the water.
Yeah.
Anyway, the girl that I was living with there had adopted this cat that she found in a dumpster,
Okay.
and he had his sweet moments, but he would like come up to you and be like, "Oh, give me attention," and then you pet him, and then he would just like accept it for a bit, and then he would decide that's enough, and he would like scratch you and run away. It's like, oh man.
Was he orange?
No,
Okay.
he was like a gray cat.
Okay.
No.
I'm been hearing this a lot about orange cats, and I'm almost offended on their behalf.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's a ginger thing. I think it's a cat thing.
Okay.
For sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to know, like, more about your family, because I'm still so fascinated. Like,
Okay.
you and your brother, for what I have seen, are, like, very observant and very, like, quiet.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably more so than me.
He's more quiet than you?
Yeah. He's like a little bit less extroverted than me. Like he really dislikes public speaking, where I don't mind it. I don't mind doing things like this, where he wouldn't enjoy it as much. So yeah, he definitely prefers. I don't want to say he's introverted. I don't know what, but like observant and quiet for sure. Yeah.
Where the fuck does that come from?
I don't know because if you've met my mother, she's not quiet at all.
Okay.
Like she may be observant, but she is like a very bubbly, outgoing, happy person all the time. She's always been just like social, hanging out with people. She's great with all that. So it definitely doesn't come from her. It could come from my dad. I don't know. My dad's fairly social too. I don't know.
Does he golf by himself, or does he golf with people?
Both, but he golfs by himself a lot. So, I mean, he just loves the sport. So he'll go out by himself and just play, for hours if he could.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me the other things that you do.
The other things that I do?
Yeah, like not work, like fun stuff.
Oh, geez, yeah. Well, you know what? I've been focused on work for a long time now. So I don't do too much outside of work at this point. I used to do a lot of like biking and skiing and hiking. I used to do a lot of jiu-jitsu. In the past, like since we started our business, maybe 5 years or so, I've done a lot less of that. Which is something I'm hoping to kind of bring back in my life. I mean, part of that has to do with social media and stuff, but I'd like to do more of that. I still do get out with Remy and like I hike and I do stuff like that. I still see like friends and hang out and do that kind of stuff. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that I used to do just in my free time, I've stopped doing in the last few years.
Because you don't have any free time.
Yeah, well, I don't allow myself to have free time.
Okay.
I can't, like, in the earlier years of our business, I think that was probably necessary. But now, I could carve out some more time to do those things. I just yesterday or the day before, I got my bike out and put air in the tires.
Oh my God.
Steps are being taken.
Did you get
to
on
turn
the
this
bike?
into a rally. No, I didn't do that yet. But I did get it ready. I had other bikes, but they got stolen.
Oh.
So, yeah, that was a pain. But
When was
I have
that?
I have one bike left. They got stolen in like November of last year.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were finishing the inside of our garage, so we had to move everything out of the garage, and we moved it to our business shop. And while all that stuff was there, the shop got broken into, and they took like $20,000 worth of stuff.
Jeez.
And part of that was mine and my brother's bikes.
Yeah.
So, fortunately, I still have this one bike left.
Where was it hiding?
It was at the house, but in the back shed, not in the garage, so it didn't have to get moved.
Does it upset you? Like when you were filling the tires, were you like, ugh?
You know what? I still think at times about that bike and the fact that it's stolen, and yeah, I just like shake my head because, like, I don't know why we brought it there. It would have been better to just leave everything like in the house or in the backyard. Like that shop at the time was like less secure than it could have been. We have since we put plywood up over all the windows and everything to keep it secure, but yeah, it was a dumb idea to bring them there in the first place.
What kind of bike?
They were like downhill, like expensive, like cross-country mountain bikes.
Okay, you say downhill, so does that mean that like you wear all of the getup?
So, I used to ride like downhill, like true downhill biking, like at Blue Mountain.
Okay.
I would,
Like, where there's something wrong with your brain. Because you're going really fast down a hill.
I found most of those trails really fun actually. The harder ones, like the really steep and rocky ones. Some of the bikers there, yeah, they're crazy for doing that stuff. But for most of the like pretty chill trails there, I found them quite fun.
Okay.
So I used to do that. Blue Mountain shut their biking trails
Yeah.
down now, so I don't do that anymore, and I don't have a bike.
Yeah.
So I haven't done that in a while, but that was fun. Yeah. Yeah. I started getting into cross-country biking, which is better for fitness. I would like bike up the mountain and then ride down,
Okay.
and that was fun as well. But now my bike's gone, so I'll have to try and save up for another one, I guess.
Slightly less dangerous.
Yeah. Well, now I've got like a road bike, so I
Okay.
can ride on like the rail trails
Oh,
and
boy.
the roads and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's getting into a whole other thing. People hate road riders, number one.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because they're
And
always in the way.
I know. I like when I go out road riding, I'll try to plan my route
Yes.
to avoid roads that don't have a shoulder, you know, so I don't have to be in people's way.
Yeah.
Some people don't think about that. We'll leave it
No.
at that.
I mostly get mad at them because I'm usually driving next to them going up some ridiculous hill, and I just
Right.
think, you asshole. Like, mostly because I'd be dying and they're like still going, and I'd be
Yeah.
like walking my bike up the hill.
Yeah. Well, okay, so one time my brother and I, we were doing a ride for cancer.
Okay.
This was during COVID. And during COVID, our mom had breast cancer. So we did a ride for cancer. We rode from Collingwood to Fergus, which is where
Okay.
my mom lives. So we rode from our house to their house. Took us all day. And right at the start, you have to climb out of the valley, right? Up on top of the escarpment.
Yeah.
So we're halfway through this climb, and it's like a hard climb. So we're climbing, it's slow,
Yeah.
and this big diesel truck is coming up behind us,
Oh,
right?
no, yeah.
And he pulls up next to us and like stops, and I'm looking over thinking he's gonna roll down the window to talk to me.
Yeah.
No, he slowed down so that he could gun it and just like spew black smoke
Rude.
into our faces while we were climbing up, which was annoying at the time, but it is actually kind of funny. I can appreciate the humor.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay, how would you have reacted then, though?
Well, at the time, I had like a few curse words.
You swear?
And oh yeah, at the time I did, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was yeah, it was a bit of an asshole thing to do, but it was funny. Yeah. Yeah, we have an old truck at work in the city that has the same problem. Like it's an older truck, so like the diesel technology is older. Emissions weren't really under control when this truck was built. And so when you press the pedal down, like black smoke just comes out of it, right? There's nothing you can do. And even though it sucks, it's always funny at a stoplight when someone rolls up with their window down and then you press the gas and it just pumps their smoke, their car full of smoke. I mean, listen, it sucks. I've been there. You just have to laugh, though. It's kind of funny.
So rude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So wait, you guys grew up in Fergus?
Yeah. Grew up in Fergus until probably... So I grew up in Fergus. I went to college in Conestoga. And then right after college, I moved up to Blue Mountain. So that would have been like 2011, 2012. And I was here for probably 2 years, 3 years. And then Tyler, my brother, moved up. And then he's been up here ever since.
Because he missed you?
Yeah, I don't know if he missed me or just wanted to get the hell out of our parents' house.
Okay. Why'd you come to Blue Mountain?
So, okay, at the time, I wanted to be a cop.
Oh.
So I was trying to like, I knew the things that police departments wanted to see on resumes. One of those things was like first aid, and another one of those things was volunteer experience. And the Blue Mountain Ski Patrol trains you in first aid, and it's a volunteer thing. So I thought, you know, cool, I can do both, and I like to ski, so that checks 3 boxes in one.
Yeah.
So I did a year of volunteering, and then I found out that there was a full-time patrol team, and I had a great time my first year here. The people were all great. It was super fun. You just ski and have fun and go to calls when they happen, right? So I decided that I would move up and do that full-time. So I did that the year after.
When did you switch from wanting to be a police officer to wanting to be a firefighter? How did that happen?
Well, I'll tell you, that happened about halfway through the time that I was working at Blue Mountain. It's really only because of Blue Mountain that I made the decision. And it's because I got a little taste for like what responding, what like the whole first responder thing was all about. So I could, you know, on the ski hill, the ski patrol does kind of all three of those things. You'll do, you know, like ski patrol will do enforcement, like if you don't have a ticket or if you go down a closed ski trail or something, then you're supposed to enforce rules. You'll also do like medical stuff if someone's hurt. And then you'll also do like some rescue stuff, like if people get into the trees or like nasty injuries or nasty situations, you like extricate them. And so throughout that process, I kind of figured out what I thought my personality was really suited for. And I really enjoyed the like more technical rescue stuff. So I decided that firefighting was the better fit for me. I actually, of the three, I liked the enforcement the least.
Well, it's probably a good thing that you did not become a police officer.
I don't think, honestly, I don't think that policing would fit my personality very well.
Okay.
I have, seriously, yeah, I know you probably think I'm being diplomatic by saying that, don't you? Yeah, no. Okay, here's the truth. Being a cop is a really, really hard job, and I know a lot of cops, and a lot of them are, they do the best they can at a really hard job, and it's harder than ever to be a cop now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And for me, like, I just would not be able to do it. I don't know. I just wouldn't be able to do it. Some of the situations I get caught up in, I just don't think I'd be able to do it.
Is this the stuff that you see on social media? Because when I go onto Facebook, I unfortunately, a lot of videos of Karens. And obviously there's a lot of police officers in the Karen videos. So, and this is why I've had to go off of social media periodically. Because you start getting so frustrated watching this 5-minute video of a Karen just like yelling at someone. And then a police officer, and you're just like, just arrest her. Just, right?
I know.
So, half of the time though, the caption will be like, can you believe this? And I'm like, I don't know who's at fault. I don't understand what's going on. Is it the person or is it the police officer?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that would be a very unfortunate job to have now.
Well, that's part of it, yeah, because I mean, you're the person who has to show up and deal with that.
Yeah.
And there are much worse situations that they have to deal with too.
Well, yeah.
And sometimes you come right from a really bad situation. You got to deal with this Karen in your face yelling for some reason that's like not even important.
Yeah.
And you have to remain professional.
Yes.
That's hard.
I'm not going to say that you should have done it. I think you would have been good at it, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now, I haven't seen you in a stressful situation.
Yeah, we've only had nice, calm lakeside or coffee shop chats. Yeah.
But I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be good at it or not. I'll tell you, I wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. How do you enjoy fire? Not like how do you, but like you obviously enjoy it. But that's got to be difficult.
Yeah, it's not a stressful situation that bothers me about policing. I can deal with stressful situations. That's fine. Here's a couple of like quick like differences between policing and firefighting that I enjoy. Number one is that you're never alone. You always have your crew there with you. So you're never in this hairy situation making a decision all by yourself. Not to say that any one of us couldn't make the decision, but it's just reassuring and nice to have like a team there with you. So that's number one. You can always know someone's got your back and they're there. And most people when you show up don't hate you, which even if people are very supportive of police. Nobody is having a good time when police show up to your door. Someone's always getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Some kind of argument is going on. You know, you got pulled over, your day's ruined by this person. Like, all of those things apply to policing and don't necessarily apply to firefighting. I mean, when you're called as a firefighter, something bad is happening, sure, but the moment you show up, people are relieved that you're there. That's not the case with policing a lot of the time. A lot of the time, people are more agitated that the police are there.
Yeah, no. Really?
Yeah, it's and even though I truly believe that police they're making the situation better more often than not, and they are there to help people, and oftentimes they do. People don't often see it that way, so that's a hard position to be in. Being there by yourself, having to make decisions that are sometimes hard decisions, and then the part for me that really kind of put the nail in the coffin is that sometimes you have to enforce rules that you don't agree with.
Okay.
And that's hard for me. Ooh. If I think it's wrong, then I don't want to enforce that, you know? For example, on the ski hill, someone would say duck a ribbon for a closed run and ski down the fresh snow.
Okay.
There's reasons that runs are closed. Sometimes it's because they're dangerous and you shouldn't duck ribbons. But sometimes they're closed because we haven't had a chance to open it yet, and I'm supposed to give someone crap for ducking a ribbon.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have ducked it and gone down it. You know what I mean? Like, I have a hard time like telling someone, you know, they're in trouble or give me a pass for doing something that isn't a problem and that I would have done anyway. You know?
Okay. All right.
I have a hard time with that. Yeah. Well, I'm not that much of a rule breaker, to be honest, but. Yeah, that's really part of it for me. If there's like a law that's passed that I don't agree with and I was a cop, I would have a hard time. That's a hard position to be in. If you morally think that this is not right, but you have to do it to somebody and it has real consequences, I would have a hard time making that call.
What other rules do you break? Other than working with your family, which is definitely a rule.
I am a rule breaker in that sense, yeah. And it hasn't come back to bite me yet. But
I think you're probably good.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never thought of myself as a rule breaker, to be honest with you. Ever since I wanted to be a cop, which was like I decided that in high school, maybe, or maybe even a bit earlier. I was a really straight edge kid. Like, I didn't drink much in high school. I didn't really use drugs that much. Like, a lot of people experiment. I didn't really do a lot of that. It really wasn't until I came to Blue Mountain, I was much older, like, you know, in my mid-20s, that I really started to like do some of that stuff because I decided I didn't want to be a cop anymore. So I never really thought of myself as a rule breaker.
This
Are you?
Interesting. Like, cultural rules, sure.
Okay. You're a norm breaker.
Yeah.
Cultural norms are not your thing.
No, they're really not. Mostly because I think most of them are bullshit.
Right.
Most of them don't make people happy. Like, most of the rules that we have culturally, I think, are based, unfortunately, in religion.
Oh.
Or for
yeah.
reasons that don't really help humans necessarily.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of social rules that I don't really agree with.
What do you think those are?
There's a lot of them. Like, one of my friends that I brought to the last Collingwood Entrepreneurs Group thingamabobber. So we're friends, right?
Okay.
And have been on and off for years because I want to kill him sometimes. But anyway, he has always told me that like guys and girls can't be friends, and I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Right.
That one I can't follow.
Interesting. Okay.
Can't do it. Well, I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
That like cuts you off from being friends with half of the population of the planet.
It does.
You can only socialize with half of the planet. That's ridiculous.
How do you feel about like what do you think about, because I'll tell you I've thought similar things to you. What do you think about what do you think about two people who are in monogamous relationships who have like an opposite sex friendship? Or one person who's in a relationship and one person who's not, and they're like friends.
That could be a challenge for the partner, right?
Right.
And there are people who are honest and people who are not honest.
Yeah.
And so you're playing with that whole idea of like lying, right? So unfortunately, you're either in a relationship with someone who is being honest with you, or you are not.
Right.
And I think you can generally really tell the difference. And also, every couple's different about their rules.
That's true.
You know, and what is acceptable to them and what's not.
Yeah.
And I think, you end up coming up against that being honest with yourself and being honest with your partner and being honest with your friend thing.
Yeah. Yes.
So, fundamentally, it should not be an issue whether the people in those relationships can communicate.
Right.
Is the question.
Yeah, so at its core, it shouldn't be a problem, but in practice, maybe there's some hiccups that
probably,
come along.
I'm going to say maybe 60-40, probably.
Yeah.
Like at least 60% of the time, people are not communicating properly.
Yeah. That's a hard thing to do, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, out of fear, right? Like, at least if you're lying to your partner about that stuff, you're probably afraid of upsetting them.
Right.
Even if there's nothing to worry about. And then I think that they can kind of read that you're lying, and unfortunately will probably read that you're lying because you're not being faithful.
Right.
Rather than you're afraid of upsetting them.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I mean, that's a complicated thing that telling the truth all the time would make really simple.
Yeah.
Especially if you tell the truth to yourself. I think a lot of the times, maybe more so men than women get in these friendships, and they tell themselves that they don't have any feelings for the other person, and they tell themselves that it's all fine, but they're actually lying to themselves.
That might be true.
And they want to hang out with that person because they're attracted.
That might be true.
Which is why the spouse feels like this seems a bit weird.
That might be true.
But yeah, as I said before, it's just like so complicated that, and like telling the truth to yourself would make it a lot easier. But that's hard to do.
Well, people are not honest with themselves for sure.
No.
But also, when did you start that friendship with that person? So I'm thinking about I have a lot of male friends.
Yeah.
And it is sad when a male friend gets into a relationship and then cannot hang out anymore.
Yeah.
Well, and it's got to be a sad position for them to be in, to get into a relationship and then you have to drop half of your friendships.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I haven't been in that situation very often, so I don't really know.
You don't come up against this?
No. I mean, I've had a few relationships that have lasted a couple years or something, but nothing too crazy. And I mean, yeah, I haven't really run into a person who's really been I've had maybe one serious relationship where the person was like, no, you having friends with somebody, you being friends with somebody else that's the opposite sex is weird.
Yeah.
I've maybe only run into that one time.
But what is actually weird about that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you if it's weird or if it's not weird, to be honest with you. I think there's a lot of people who would say one side and a lot of people who would say the other. I am not just trying to be diplomatic, but I think that they both have merit, kind of, really. I don't know.
Are you attracted to all women?
No.
Well,
no.
that should solve that problem, right?
Right.
We're not attracted to absolutely everyone.
Correct. Yeah.
So, theoretically, you should be able to have friendships with.
Yeah, I mean, assuming that the people you have friendships with are the same group of people that you're not attracted to them. But I would expect that those Venn diagrams overlap in a lot of cases.
Probably.
Yeah.
So I did have that relationship where I was not allowed to hang out with or talk to anyone of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
That was a problem for me.
Right.
Was it
a problem for you or a problem for your then?
It was a problem for my
other
partner at the time.
Yeah.
Me, and so I didn't hang out with any male friends, and that was a problem for me.
You're right. Yeah.
Not that you need to be spending one-on-one time with them, making your partner uncomfortable and stuff, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I can see it from both sides.
It also requires that your partner be reasonably secure.
Yeah.
And that you be able to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
I think that should be the priority over.
Yes, I think so too. Yeah, see, these kinds of like interpersonal things they're hard for me to think about because it's really, really complicated. Because like someone who disagrees with you, and partially with me, because I'm kind of in both camps right now, someone who disagrees with you would say, yeah, communication's important, but like, listen, I just have boundaries, and these are the things that crosses a line for me. So I'm communicating that to you, and now it's your job to respect that, which is a fair point.
Yes.
But whether it's actually, whether it's actually the right thing to do, I think you're right. It just depends on the people.
So here's another thing. So I probably should not be getting into a relationship with someone who is like really clear on that boundary, like you are not allowed to talk to them.
Right.
I probably should not lie to myself and be like, this person's great for me.
I think that happens a lot too.
Right?
Yeah, that definitely happened with me.
Ooh.
Yeah, for sure.
With the you're not allowed to hang out with girls person? Or
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I've in the past I have gotten into relationships with people that I deep down probably knew that weren't right for me. But being single is sometimes
lonely.
It can sometimes be a bit lonely, especially when you have a lot of other friends that have families and wives and stuff, because they're always doing couple things, and it's hard to be invited to that stuff or to go and like kind of feel like you're a part of it. So yeah, sometimes the desire to be in a relationship kind of muddies the water there.
Overpowers being honest with yourself.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you find someone who's like cool and they're awesome, and you like the way they think, and you have a lot of fun when you're with them. But there are just some things that you know deep down that's not compatible with me. But you overlook them, right? You overlook them as a justification yourself.
Do you have that conversation with yourself where you're like, this isn't going to go well, but I'm just going to see how long it goes for?
I don't. No, I don't think. I didn't. At least not in this case. No. Not in the case that I'm thinking about. But
how long did that one last?
Over a year. Yep.
Impressive.
Yep, longer than a year. Yeah, and I really think they're a great person and had a great time with them. But the issues that came up in the relationship were like, if I was being honest with myself after date number 3, I probably could have told you, like, if I had to guess how this relationship would end, it would be because of these things. Listen, I have a lot of respect for everyone I've dated in the past, and sometimes I think people after relationships get mad and they convince themselves that the other person is the devil.
Yes.
I don't do that.
Have they done that to you?
Yes. Yeah. One person in particular has said some pretty nasty things about me that some of which are true.
Oh.
Like I'm not like a person who makes no mistakes. I've done some like things I'm not proud of, like just normal things in a relationship. Like some things you should talk about to your partner and not to other people, or sometimes, I mean, not using specific examples, but like sometimes, all kinds of reasons why relationships end. You're not being honest about this thing when you should have been, or just like all of these different things happen, and the person may think that you're a bad person. Yeah. I'm not a bad person. I always had the best of intentions, but sometimes I was lying to myself. Sometimes I was lying to them, and that's not right. But it happened. I mean, and it's not like anyone I've dated is also without fault towards me. But I mean, this is. Some people think I've been told that I give people way too much leeway.
I can see why people would think that about you.
I just don't think that's true personally, but this is the way I think about people. More often than not, people are more concerned about themselves than they are about you. Yeah. Which is normal. And I think that 99% of the time, people have good intentions and are trying to do what's right Some what's right to do is hard to do,
Yes.
so they flounder a bit and fumble.
Yeah.
But most times people have good intentions, and if you see like people make a mistake in public, like this person cheated on their spouse or this person did whatever. Yeah, it could be an incredibly stupid thing, but most people, I think, don't have the intention of like destroying their spouse's life or blowing up their kids.
Yeah.
You know, most people are just good while trying to make it through the world, and I just don't see a reason to hate people for making mistakes like that. Right?
Okay, the world that way I think is a lot less black and white than people make it out to be.
A lot less black and white. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
The world and relationships are a lot more nuanced
Yeah.
than how we design them today.
It's not as simple as like, oh, you know, Bob cheated on Carol. It's not that simple. Like, you know, there's a reason that Bob did that, and you know, I don't know. There's just like so many little things. It's hard to tell why anything happens, and it's hard for me to paint someone with a brush, right? Like, oh, you're a cheater or you're a liar. Like, someone may have lied situation, but that doesn't mean they're a liar. But a lot of people have trouble, I think, maybe having that conversation. I know I did in the past, because it's like painful to think about like ending a relationship, being on your own, like all of that stuff sucks. So why not just ignore that?
Yeah.
Tell yourself it's all fine, and meanwhile I'm looking over here, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's not that simple, obviously, but I think that, I don't think cheating is like a character fault or anything.
Yeah.
No.
Probably why you think that people can change.
Yeah. I think most people that even do terrible things aren't like, there's obviously a line where that crosses into like, okay, you're like, there's some sort of character fault here, but like most things, just mistakes that people make that say nothing about their character.
Yeah. Let's have an interesting conversation right now. So
Okay.
you were saying that you'd had conversations that you shouldn't have had with other people. And what
Right.
came to my mind was this stereotype that of the way that guys talk about their partners and how they have sex. And I've definitely had guys say to me, like, I'm not going to talk about, like, our sex life, right? And I'm
Okay.
like, great, I'm going to. Because I don't think it's healthy to not be able to talk to your friends about that stuff.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think it's how you have the conversation that is important.
Oh, and let me tell you, men and women have that conversation
Differently.
in wildly different ways. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've been in the room for both, and it is not even close to the same.
See, and I would think that women can be, like, brutal about it at times.
Yeah, but not in the same.
No.
Not in the same way. No. And I couldn't even really put my finger on it, but no, there's just nothing. There's just not, it's not even close, in my experience. I mean, maybe I'm not in every room, obviously, but at least the conversations I've heard, it's just like way different.
Okay.
And
Like, I think the stereotype would be that men are rude.
could be considered rude, yeah, maybe.
Is that like the maybe
Rude or
the-
like crass or like
Yeah.
yeah. Men don't talk about, at least in my experience, a lot of men don't talk about specifics though. Women talk about
yeah.
the nitty gritty details.
For sure.
And I think that's what I think sometimes I think it's often men that are irked by the fact that people talk about their sex life.
Oh yeah. I could see that.
And I think it's often because like men don't really talk about specifics in my experience. And so they're almost like I've heard men say like listen, I would never talk about you that way to my guy friends.
Yeah.
Like I would never talk about the specifics of this and that and what you look
Yeah.
like and all that.
Yeah.
They would never talk about that. And I think so when that happens on the other side, they kind of like feel a little bit disrespected maybe.
Insecure.
Maybe insecure is the word. I don't know. I'm not sure I agree. I mean, I think maybe I don't know. For me, it feels like I don't know. I feel like insecure is not the word though.
For you, what do you need then for relationships?
What do I need?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is something that I've been thinking about for a while, and like much differently than I have been in the past. And it's changed a lot since the circumstances of my life have changed. You know, I have a business now.
How did that change it?
Well, let me think about what I want to say here. It's not that I want to say anything bad, but like my thoughts are not fully formed around this. It's I used to really be in favor of like, I don't even say I still am in favor of like liberal relationships without gender roles or anything like that. But the more I'm out there and working and stuff, the more I feel like a traditional kind of relationship might be more my style. I know, blasphemy, right?
We're talking about breaking rules.
I know, and you're the norm breaker. You're the one who breaks all of society's norms. I know.
Okay, don't go on.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I don't mean like strictly rigid, like the way Christianity says you need to be or whatever, you know, but
you don't want to do laundry anymore.
It's not even necessarily that. It's just I just see like the way that my life goes now, the way that my life is now, like a more traditional division of labor would fit really well with my life right now. I guess.
You don't want to cook and clean anymore.
Well, listen, okay, these are the things that I have the hardest time actually maintaining in my life. Is like cooking things and like cleaning things and all of that stuff. Not to say that I want to outsource it to somebody else. I'm perfectly happy taking care of myself. Let's get that straight. First of all.
Like I do clean. My house is clean.
Yeah. But like right now I'm like focused on work, right? So if I have I encountered this a bit in another relationship I had where like I'm focused on work and they're focused on work. And we each have our own personal things to tend to and our own separate finances and all of that. And it really didn't feel like we were living like a life together. Yeah. It just felt like we were living two separate lives side by side. And that drove us apart more than it brought us together, I think. So when I think about like how can someone fit in well with my life right now, then I mean that's just the way it would work best for me right now.
Okay.
Which I understand is not the way it may work best for other people right now. I get that and I respect it. That's fine.
So it's interesting because people, you know, I photograph a lot of weddings, and I noticed that in a lot of vows, when people are writing their own vows, they're talking about what the other person has brought to their life.
Okay.
And you just said
that's interesting.
You kind of want someone who can fit into your life, like as it is. Yeah. And like I kind of like challenging people to think about like, but what can you bring to a relationship? Like what do you have to give to someone else or to enhance someone else's life with?
Yeah.
Which is kind of what vows are supposed to be, isn't it? Like all of the things that I promise I'm going to do.
I think vows are really a religious tradition, but
yes.
I think, like the modern version probably.
But like I will cheer for your hockey team once.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What do you have to give?
So I struggle to answer this question because so much of what I want to say, people think is like not what you're supposed to say.
Now you have to say it.
I know I have to say it now, and
I'm literally on the edge of my seat.
Well, it's just like more traditional. Like I can provide provide for somebody. Like I can provide I'm fine with being the sole provider of
interesting.
money, and I'm fine with being the only person out working, and I'm fine with, building or maintaining a property and taking care of all that.
You're gonna have so many dates after this podcast.
None. I know. Yeah, like, listen, I'm not like a super wealthy person, but I am happy to work to provide for somebody if somebody will like support me in doing that. And that's a more traditional relationship, which is not for everybody. I get it. I mean, right now, that's just kind of where I feel I'm at, and that may change in the future. And if nobody wants to date me in this period while I'm like this, then that's fine. But this is just how I feel right now.
I'm so entertained.
Listen, I feel like I have to say everything with a caveat here because
I'm going to judge you.
Well, I feel like a lot of people would. People would think that if you're in favor of a traditional relationship, you're kind of misogynistic, and that's just
interesting.
I just don't want people to think that. Like, it's hard. It's hard. Like, some people think that you're like old school and not liberal-minded and like not for progress, and you want, a lot of people kind of have those sentiments when you say that kind of stuff.
I feel like, no, this makes sense though. Like, should you not have complementary skills with a partner? Does that not make sense?
For sure.
Like, a lot of people want someone who is like identical to them, interested in doing all of the same things all the time, right?
Yeah, I think that's a trap people into
it's a very
a lot of
dangerous
the time. Yeah, I think I've fallen into that myself.
Oh no.
For sure. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think, you'd like to have, complementary skill sets and complementary ways of looking at the world and thinking about the world.
This seems very reasonable.
Yeah. And right now I'm really focused on work, so that's just like where I'm at. Mm-hmm.
Don't ever call it a trad relationship.
I've heard of that before.
Have you heard those?
I've heard those, like, I've spent too much time on social media because I think the term is trad wife.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think I need things to be that far, where you're like wearing a sundress and you have a baby on your hip and stuff like that.
I have a hard
and
time.
You're baking rolls or something. I don't think that is necessarily the picture I have in my head. But.
Well, I think the issue with that sort of relationship isn't that you have the traditional structure. You have one person is the dominant in the relationship.
Yeah.
And makes the rules. So you're saying, I imagine when you're saying you like a traditional type of relationship to women and they're like, you asshole, they're probably picturing that, not that you would provide, but that you would be the boss.
I think like a relationship is a partnership, really, ultimately.
Yes.
Like, both people need to be involved in decision making and stuff and all of that. I just feel that I kind of want to provide for somebody. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm working hard and we're trying to excel in this business and stuff. And what is it for if it's not to share with somebody? And that's kind of like where I'm at.
This is making so much sense. I'm learning so much about you. Oh my God.
You're learning about me.
Yes.
Oh boy.
That's not the point about the show.
I guess, yeah.
Where do you want people to find you?
I've got my own personal social media, which is just my name, which is fine. Our business is called Urban Carpentry, which you can look up. We have our entrepreneurs group, which is Collingwood Entrepreneurs Group. That's like a monthly meetup that we do with local entrepreneurs, such as yourself. So that's got its own Instagram. You can reach out to us that way. I think it's on Facebook too.
That's it for this episode of Ridiculously Happy Ppl. If you want more open and unfiltered conversations like this one, subscribe in your podcast app, rate the show, and leave a little review. I'm Sophia Lemon. I photograph oddballs, underdogs, and rebels in Bruce Grey, Simcoe, and Muskoka. I help my clients create visual triggers that literally make them more ridiculously happy people. You can book a photo session at sophialemon.com and find me on social media at Ridiculously Happy Ppl, and that's spelled PPL. Thanks for listening, and talk to you soon.